Good morning, everybody. I'm here with the amazing psychic Liz Cross. We're going to have a fun-filled on-chain murder mystery hopefully solved today. Not an actual murder, but just kind of, being fun with it. But yeah, how are you doing today, Liz?
Oh, great. Thank you. Before you start, can you show us your tip jar, please?
Sure. Yeah. So for those
Oh,
that want to contribute and help keep the lights on down here, I'm doing lots of research for these videos, and it's much appreciated if you throw a few shekels in the jar every once in a while. And you can go over, this is linked in the bottom of the video, kofi.com/Mr. Photon. And you can sign up for that if you wish. So thank you very much to everybody that has donated over the months and years now. And for anybody new, I'm welcome to have you as well on board. So thank you very much to everyone.
yes, it means a lot. I don't think people realize how far the tips go. They do mean a lot. So thank you for all your hard work. Okay, don't tell me somebody's killed Richard Hart.
No, 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 no. It's what he may be trying to kill.
What?
Yeah. So not someone, but so this video, okay, this is going all the way back to some of the original videos we did together where we were viewing PDI, the copy of DAI, which is a stable coin on Ethereum, copied over to the PulseChain. And we probed it all those so many months ago when it was worth, barely anything. And we did quite well on that. If anybody that participated in that, actually, you're still up. And so there's been a huge, 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 huge bit of uncertainty and doubt around what's going on with that over the last 4 or 5 days. It's been incredible. It's been an incredible saga, I would say. One of the this whole thing has been an incredible saga. When I first found out about it myself before I had Liz probe it, I was very interested in the Atropa ecosystem because they were doing something that nobody has ever done in crypto. And I was very, drawn in by these puzzles that were happening on chain and got my attention. And since then, the ecosystem flourished and went on to do many, 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 many X's. But in the last few days, there's been a lot of uncertainty around the Pulse chain itself and this ecosystem possibly being exploited and money being taken off the chain and dumping the price of pretty much everything on the chain. And now Richard Hart has come out and publicly addressed everything, but there's uncertainty around what his meanings and intentions are around this. And, there's two main camps here of people that are online that are looking at this situation. One camp says that there's a program on PulseChain that is now being exploited, and millions of dollars are now being withdrawn from PulseChain, and it's a horrible thing, and we should not support PDI anymore because that's part of the problem. And then you have another camp of people saying that this is all a psychological operation to lower the price of things so people can get in cheaper, and possibly also just a byproduct of them trying to peg PDI in the background. And there's a lot of misdirection going on from a bunch of different people we're going to probe and get their real intentions. So I have a bunch of facts. There's a lot of people, on either side of that, whatever side you're on, that are, have a lot of speculation and things that they could never really know, and coming up to conclusions that they never really know. But what we do have are the facts of the things that have happened on chain. It is a blockchain, and anybody can look and see the transactions that are going on. And there's evidence to support both sides of the case. What we do know is that there is a wallet that is minting PDI, and some of that value has been converted into stable coins and bridged off chain, a few $1 million worth of it, at least, that we can find. That is a fact. We do not know what's happening with that money because it's being, it's now being kind of like, what's the word? It may be being put through like different ways to obfuscate where the money is going. Let's put it that way. There's protocols where you can, you know, like Tornado Cash is one thing where you can put it through a system and it will mix all these funds together and you can't see where it goes at the end of the day. So there's a possibility of that happening because we can't really track it beyond a certain point. And then we also know that Richard Hart has on-chain also been pulling his liquidity for PDI, which he originally added all those years ago. So he's incentivizing, we don't know what his intentions are, but that's what he's doing. I don't want to color it at all beyond that, just listing the facts. He's also selling a small percentage of some of the P dye that he has. That's also a fact. And then we also have his tweets that he's been tweeting out recently in the past few days, seeming very confusingly, which we're gonna find out whether he's completely addressing the fact that there may or may not be an exploiter and that somebody's minting this P dye, and we don't know if it's a good or bad thing because he's being kind of weird with the way that he's putting it out there, as we'll see. So we're gonna pull in a bunch of people here. We need to pull in Richard Hart. We're gonna pull in, well, this person who may or may not be the exploiter or someone involved. This may not even be a real person. We don't know. So how do we get to this picture of this person? This person is supposedly a man named Do Sun An. Is this a real person named Don Sun An? Let's first establish that. And you maybe
Yes.
Liz. Oh, it is. So this is a real person
Yeah.
with that name. Do Sun An.
Are you do some on? Well, that's the name they go by.
Okay, but it's not his real name. Okay, but he's claiming to be this person, like online.
Is this really? Yeah, that's really his picture. I mean,
Okay. All right. So we got him here. That's good. We also need to bring in this person. I believe his name is James. May or may not be his name.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, we probed him before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is his name really James?
Is your name really Jane? His first name, yes.
Okay, perfect. And then we're also going to bring in this man. I don't know what his name is, but he goes by Bretep on Twitter. He's one of the original developers for the PulseChain that Richard Hart hired.
Okay, and who is he?
He's a developer of PulseChain, one of the original developers.
Do we know his name?
Don't think so. But he goes by Bretep
Bretap.
on Twitter.
On Twitter. Let's see. Are you? Whew. Do you work for Richard Hart? He does.
Okay. All right. So we got the right guy then. Okay. So where do we start in this wide web of what's going on? So, okay, let's first, I don't even know where I want to. So let's start with Richard Hart. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the mysterious person here, maybe. So the reason we know who this person is because supposedly somebody found, we have a wallet address basically on PulseChain that's been interacting with a contract that seems to be minting PDAI and then bridging it out off of chain. So it looks like he's exploiting the chain. It looks like he's stealing millions of dollars and just exiting, right? And so we had this wallet address. Somebody did some research and found that that wallet address has a long history. And they found it actually on an internet forum, like from a long time ago. And it was linked to a person who's supposedly this character. Who had his picture and information somehow connected to that wallet address, which is kind of weird in itself. So some people are doubting that the wallet address is connected to this guy. So let's establish that. Let's
Okay.
look at the actual wallet address that people are saying it's his. So this is it here. The wallet address ends in 5996. Is that this person's wallet address on PulseChain?
No.
Ah, okay. So this person that we have up on the screen there, does he have any idea of what's going on here, or is this just someone that's been randomly picked to be the fall guy?
Okay, so I'm totally confused, but that's okay. Let's see. Is he been randomly, let's ask your master team. Has he been randomly, but yeah, is he the actual person behind it? No.
Okay.
He's just been randomly picked.
All right, that's what I thought too, because it's very strange that all that information would just be readily available. Like they had his address, they had like his history, like this person that they found had like he was like a gambling addict, and it seemed like a really good fall guy to have. Because it's just so weird that there would be somebody that's doxing themselves like that, revealing their information and then connecting themselves to this wallet address. So that's good news, I would say, actually. Okay, so this wallet address now, this is the one that's been, doing these things that people are concerned about. And we want to know the identity behind that wallet. Is it can we ask Richard Hart himself? Is it somehow connected to him?
Okay, so the wallet address again is,
Sorry, I know it's five.
excuse me,
It's sorry, not 5996. It ends in 5996.
is this somehow connected to you? This wallet 5996? No, he said scammer.
Ah, okay, he said scammer. So Richard Hart, he believes that someone is exploiting the chain through this address.
Believe that someone is exploiting the chain through absolutely they are.
Okay.
They're
All right.
trying to kill the chain.
Right. Okay. So that's okay. So that all right. That's good. That's good and bad depending on what you believe with all of this. So Richard Hart put out some tweets here. This particular tweet, he didn't make statements, he made questions. So he said, are these videos? So he released, I should first preface this. He released a tweet with a video attached to it, and the video purportedly shows whoever's controlling this wallet exploiting PulseChain. So does he believe that this video that he showed is that the person that owns this wallet? Does he know that for sure?
Do you know that the person, so that kid's picture, right?
Well, no, because that's not the real
No.
person behind it, right? So we're asking so he posted a video here, and in the video, it purportedly shows whoever's exploiting the chain, whoever the scammer is. He's doing it in like real time. It shows him doing it. Does he know for sure that it's connected to that wallet we were just looking at, the 5996?
Do you know for sure that it's connected to that wallet 599? He believes that it's that, but there's others.
Okay. And the video that he showed, how did he get that video? How did he get, was it sent to him?
Yes, one of his developers sent it.
Okay. Was it the guy that we have up here?
Is that who's in it? Is that who sent? Yes.
Interesting. Okay. So it's good that we have this guy here because he seems to know something. Okay. Now in this tweet, he put some text here. Are these videos of the PDI exploiter free minting and nuking PDI buyers? Question mark. How long till others figure out how to inflate for free instead of buying? Question mark. Or does he have some magic keys? Question mark. How long will people keep buying into a bugged hyperinflating coin? Question mark. Stop buying PDI? Question mark. So my question for Richard is, why all the question marks? There's no statements there. He's asking questions. Is this a way for him to avoid any legal responsibility with this situation by just asking questions?
Questions. It was the best way to word it. Why? So he's not making any inferences.
So would that be, so he's not giving anybody any direct guidance in what to do with their money? Would that be why?
I'm not giving anyone direct guidance what to do with their money. No, it's so he's not making direct accusations.
Mm. And why would he not want to make direct accusations? Is he not confident in the accusations?
Accusations are you not confident? He's scared of legal trouble. He's
Okay.
already been through the ringer. He doesn't want to go through it again.
Okay.
He
So,
believes the feds are watching him and
yep.
waiting for him to make the slightest wrong move.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. And let's see here. So that kind of answers the some of the speculation around this, because some people were taking this as stop buying PDI question mark, saying like, should you not? Like he's making it ambiguous. Like it's all ambiguous. So what he's showing you is, we're not sure what he's meaning by it. So he doesn't want to infer something, and people are now able to, take it either way. But it sounds like he's doing that because he wants to avoid legal trouble. He can't directly say stop buying PDI. So when he says stop buying PDI question mark, is his real intention to tell people to stop buying PDI without having legal troubles?
Intention to stop people from, it's your real intention to stop people from buying PDI? At the moment, why would
Okay.
he want to stop people from buying PDI? I don't understand how somebody can mint PDI from a wallet.
Right. So it's very, okay, this is very complicated. Okay. I don't know if I wanted to get into all of this. So we have to remember that what PulseChain is a complete copy of Ethereum at a certain point. They took a snapshot of the entire system, they copied it over, okay, and he made a few changes so it could work on its own at the beginning. So one of those changes was Ethereum, right? You also copy over Ethereum is now changed to PLS. And he changed the ratio of it so it's worth much, 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 much less. So let's say that Ethereum at the time of the copy was worth like $1,200. Well, he has made it now worth 0.0002 cents or whatever it was, right? Those aren't exact numbers, but just to give you an idea. So other things were copied. So everything was copied over, not only all the coins, but also all of the software and all of the programs and all of the, projects that people created on Ethereum. And one of the biggest projects on Ethereum was MakerDAO. MakerDAO serves a couple different purposes depending how you look at it. In one way, it's a borrowing and lending platform where I can put up collateral, say put up my Ethereum, lock it up, and then I am given by the quote unquote bank some stable coins like DAI. Right? That's one way that you can use MakerDAO. The other thing that it did that's famous for is it created its own decentralized stablecoin called DAI. And this stablecoin is not controlled by any company or government or centralized system. The way that it works is it's backed by collateral that people put up to back it to $1. So in the old days, it was backed by a bunch of Ethereum and a bunch of different assets to give it just like in the real world, the Federal Reserve, right? I mean, at one point they were backed by gold, and the gold was what was giving the US dollar value, right? So it could print new money based on the gold that it held. Now it's a complete, they're just printing money into thin air in the system that they have now. But you could kind of look at MakerDAO also as the Federal Reserve of crypto with its own stable coin, and the stable coin being equal to the US dollar, if you were to like use the analogy. So all of that system was copied over to PulseChain. So there is a software which allows you to lock up collateral and mint a stablecoin, because you can only create the money if you have collateral to back it by something else, some other value. So there is this system now on PulseChain that you can, theoretically, if you can know how to work the system, you can put in loans and then you mint PDI from that. You can put in the collateral and you can mint new stablecoin on there. So the problem is that whoever this exploiter is, the person that Richard Hart's calling a scammer that controls that wallet, it seems, and we only know this to a point, that he's figured out a way to exploit the system where he can mint more value than he should be able to in this system and then sell it. And nobody's figured out how to actually replicate it. So in the technological world, whenever you have a hacker and he has an exploit, usually doesn't take long for somebody else to figure it out and how he did it, and then they can replicate it, and then soon everybody knows what's going on. With this exploit, there's a bunch of really smart people that are trying to duplicate it and they can't. Okay. And that's very odd. And what we think, and we're going to ask, the other big question that is out there is how he's doing this. So either he is exploiting some hack that nobody else has been able to duplicate yet, or he has an administration key, an admin keys. That what Richard Hart is referring to here is, does he have some magic keys? The magic keys he's referring to are admin keys from MakerDAO. And it would explain why nobody else is able to mint the tokens except for this person, this one wallet. And if he has those admin keys, then he has, that's not good, because what else does he have on chain? So can we ask,
question? Mhm.
the question for Richard Hart is, does he know for sure how this exploit is being done?
For sure how this exploit is being done. He thinks it's the admin keys. Okay.
Okay. And does he think it's the admin keys for the MakerDAO copy?
You think it's the admin keys for the maker? It has to be. There's no other explanation, is
Correct.
what he's telling me.
Okay, I agree with that. And okay, in that case, how the heck did he get admin keys for this P copy? Was that, is this exploiter somehow connected to Richard Hart in the past?
Is this exploiter somehow connected to Richard Hart in the past? No, but he's like a supreme hacker. Supreme.
So, and again, I don't know this for sure because I haven't actually looked back on this on the blockchain myself. I'm trusting the research of other people on this one. I have looked at some things, but I just haven't had time to look at all of it. Some people are claiming that whoever this hacker is, he was operating on PulseChain very, 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 very early. There's evidence that he was doing transactions around the time that Richard Hart was setting this whole system up. So does Richard think this person had access to PulseChain when he was creating it, creating PulseChain?
Access to PulseChain when you were. It's possible.
So to be clear, before the public had access to PulseChain when he was doing, when he was setting it up, does he believe that he had access before the public did?
He had access for the. He must have.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually know. He's guessing, which will also explain a lot of the question marks.
Okay.
They're not really sure.
Okay. All right. We're going to make a part 2 of this video because we're going to try and get to the real bottom of this. I still have to probe a few more other individuals that we brought up there. So if you want to join us for the part 2 of this video to see, what's going to happen with PDAO, what's going to happen to the entire PulseChain ecosystem because of this, because obviously this is a real problem that Richard Hart's worried about, you need to become a member with us. You can see this second part of this video and all the other rest of the videos that we record. We do many different subjects, not just crypto, but the traditional financial market, spirituality, health, politics, and all kinds of different subjects. So if you're interested in this video and you're new, it's well worth checking out our library. And it's only a few dollars a month. You need to become a Patreon member with us, and you get access to our private Discord as well to view all those videos. So you can do that by going to patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. And, it's a few dollars a month to support us. So the link is below, I believe, in the description. So please head on over there. We'd be happy to have you in our community.
Oh my goodness, we have so much going on over there. So be there or be square, seriously. Yeah. All right. Well, patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. Thank you, Mr. Photon, for putting this together for us. Don't forget, he does spend a lot of time on these probes, putting them together. He does have a tip jar listed down below. Thank you.
Thank you.